first official act of Fescue Friday is to have this nice Bojangles greasy biscuit and fries to erase the sins of Thirsty Thursday night. I'll be back with you in a minute. There's our scary October fescue Halloween theme introduction. What's going on today, guys? We've been seeding, hadn't had a chance to shoot a lot of video. I've been trying to do this quick, but it's Fescue Friday, so I figure Friday I'll try to throw a few in there. So I've ran across a whole bunch of them that don't need any seed at all. So I mean, well, I say a whole bunch of them, probably close to a dozen. This one doesn't need a lot of help actually, but I'm gonna go ahead and aerate and drop some into it. It's got a few thinner spots in the back, but we'll get rolling here. The stinger, by the way, has been amazing. Super fast. This is some damp soil here, but man, it pulls great plugs really fast. It's and so far it's been super durable. No issues whatsoever. I got no beef with the stinger. All right, now this hillside here's got a underground dog fence in it somewhere. I know because I bought it one year. So I'm just dethatching it with this tine rake on the walker, and I've just on from there to there over. The hopper's already beeping. I pulled a whole full box off of it. But I mean, all I'm looking for here is to get some seed to soil contact on it. I don't want to run the stinger on it because I don't want to buy the dog fence again. I didn't get it marked. And again, these two that I'm working first this morning are right across the street from each other. I plugged that one all around and then plugged most of that one and just scraped the hill with the walker. This one's in real good shape. You saw the hill out front. It's mowed properly, not too many weeds. Got a couple of thin spots in the deep shade over there. Other than that, we're still gonna run a light rate into this and heavy into the bare spots, thinner spots. Again, here's another one that's not gonna need a whole lot. Got a few little thin spots. Yeah, not gonna need much. Some kind of blemish right there. Let me get to it. We're gonna load up for the next acre's worth of these things with this green poop here. I checked with Chris Elms on the rate. It's 5 gallons an acre. So I'm gonna put one of these bad boys in each side of the permagreen and do it. I did another acre's worth Tuesday, I think. So we'll see what the green poop difference is. All right, loaded up, got all that. Got some on the machine. Yeah. This stuff makes a royal mess when you spray it. Watch out for fences, dogs, cats, sidewalks, etc. You can paint them black. Whoops. At 5 gallons an acre, I'm certainly assuming we're gonna get somewhere with this. We ought to see some kind of response out of the current turf and the seedlings, so we'll keep an eye on it. Okay, this one is a little different than some of the other stuff I've been showing you. This is one that a landscaper called me at the last minute to try to clean up. That's dove weed. We've seen a lot of this year. Hold on, I'll flip it around. Yeah, this is a mess. A lot of dove weed this year, and one of the more effective selective herbicides for it has been Shore Power, actually. Shore Power has a pretty long reseed interval. Dismiss sulfentrazone is pretty good for it. Surge is supposed to be good for it, but I haven't had a lot of luck. I think getting getting the surge in is probably the biggest thing. And the Shore Power is very penetrative because of the flumioxazine in it, so Shore Power does a really good job on it. But both of those products, we're going to have, you know, about a month reseed interval. So what I've done here, I sprayed it with a 5-ounce rated tenacity. Not much going on with it actually, but I'm gonna tenacity it again and go ahead and seed it. Best I can do. Some of the other lawns that we're just going for a total kill off, which I mean, this one should probably maybe could have qualified for that too. I sprayed them with glyphosate, and a few of those, the glyphosate didn't really take that good on the doveweed, so I came back and sprayed them with Dicquat and smoked them. Anyway, all right, here we go. I'm gonna aerate and seed and spray a little tenacity. Man, I feel compelled to say a little bit about this thing here. I'm just renting it. I don't own one, so I hadn't bought it, and I don't have that buyer's pride to make me say, oh, this is the greatest thing since individually wrapped cheese. Totally subjective here then. This thing for aerator is awesome. I've had a Toro before, and there was a lot of negatives on the Toro machine. I've used a Z-plug before, and the Ryan stand-on, an older Ryan stand-on. This thing outperforms all of them by a long shot. The Toro, the tines were chain driven, so there was and it had like 6 chains on. There was always adjustments on the chains, and it'd pop and crack, and it for every few hours you ran it, there was some kind of maintenance you had to do to it. And I can't remember an aeration season I ever went through where I could get through the whole season without having to make a major repair on the machine. This thing here, I rented it at the beginning of the week with 1.7 hours on it, or 1.4, I can't remember. We've put 24.7 hours on it. And flawless and fast, really fast. So I really got nothing negative to say about this thing. And with the Z-plug, the Z-plug was low maintenance and as fast as this thing, but the tines just freewheeled in there, so you didn't have any traction. So the Z-plug wouldn't go up hills, and on sloppier stuff would get stuck in an instant. So this thing is, did I say it was fast? It is really fast and efficient. So between my permagreen and my spraying and spreading philosophy on this seed round, and the speed of this thing, and the speed of spreading and spraying with the permagreen simple step, we are way ahead of schedule. We've knocked out a bunch of yards this week. So we're gonna keep going along on Fescue Friday. I just felt like I had to talk a little bit about the Stinger. I'm definitely in the market. We're gonna see what else is out there at GIE, but this thing, maybe even with the seed box, could probably really accurately drop that seed where you're aiming, and it's a good machine right there. Permagreen and the Stinger right now are the seed and combination. No, but if you're in the market for a stand-on, definitely look at this thing. All the hype about it was true in this. It's better than I thought it would be. So we've about wrapped up the first week of seeding. It's going ahead of schedule, actually. I want to get as much as I can done before GIE. I mean, it won't end with me getting this initial aeration and seeding done on them. Just the way I do it, I usually come back and check on them, and I'll go ahead and put more seed in them if needed, or put some more starter on them if I got to. It's just part of what they paid for initially with the seeding job. But so much of what we're doing here, man, in real world out here working, is dependent on relationships that we've got with other landscapers. Some of these companies that help us out, like Permagreen. If I had a problem, I know that
Perma-Green would bail me out. They overnight me parts, things like that. The small engine dealer I deal with here fixes my stuff lightning fast. Wallet Small Engine in Red Oak, the #1 Bobcat Walker dealer in, well, Red Oak. But anyway, that guy's amazing. He helps me out. You know, Southern Seeds, Triangle Chemical, Maharan, even Parkway Ag, they've all, they're just a major part of my business and help me out tremendously, and couldn't do it without them. So it takes everybody to make it happen. The other landscapers, man, good Lord, I was aerating along and rounded a corner into just a total mud slop at the bottom of a hill and got the stinger stuck, and just so happened while I was trying to get it out, another landscaper called me, asked me if I would seed one of his customers' lawns for me, and I told him what I was doing. He said, well, I'll be over there in a minute, and he came over and he pulled me out because I didn't have anything with me to pull me out from down there. So I mean, just people helping you out. And I mean, I work a lot with other spray guys, a couple in particular, and we help each other out. I mean, just relationships go a long way, and just something to think about. Anyway, well, with this seeding, I guess we'll do a little overview. Like I said, I've been doing them rapid fire, just plugging and coming back and spreading the seed and spraying a starter with the Perma-Green, spreading and spraying at the same time. I don't know if it's going to be, I mean, I've done them like that in the past and it's been okay. We'll see how great they come up, and we'll just keep tinkering with them along the way. But I want to get all this in before I go to GIE, so I don't, as much as I can before I go to GIE, because I mean, this is going to be almost a week there that I won't be able to work. But the game plan is we'll get all the seeds spread out and come back and touch them up where I have to, and then I'm gonna keep with the simple theme and the way prices are on things too. I'm probably just gonna come back in about a month with just straight ammonium sulfate, or I might get some ammonium sulfate blended with a little iron. I don't know. I'll call and give me a price, but we'll do that and let them ride until a little later in the winter, and probably hit them again with something balanced. Anyway, I hope if you're out there doing this kind of thing, you're having good luck too. And that's really about all I got. I appreciate you watching, and we'll try to get some kind of little Fescue Friday video out. Load a little more seed in the Turfmobile and get out there and finish up some more, and finish up Fescue Friday in the dark probably. But yeah, thumbs up. Here's why I always question why the hell I use tenacity. Nuzzle trial, but it's left me with a lot of white fescue. It's probably the bluegrass in it actually that is doing that too. I don't know. All right, it's getting dark. This is the last one of the day. This one was borderline if it needed anything at all. Back's a little bit thin, but the front's gorgeous. All right, time to go home. Miller time.